Well, I think there's a cultural aspect to it as well. So China has always prided itself on its long-term view on everything, and therefore there's an inherent level of patience in their ability to look long-term. So that's a cultural outlook that they've always maintained and actually pride themselves on it. So they're happy to sort of invest, and even if the project doesn't go well in the early years, they tend to stick it out and look at ways of restructuring. Whereas the Western way is they tend to sort of be happy to fail quickly and move on quickly, so they'll sell the project or look at some other way of exiting the project. So there is a cultural difference there. And I think the large-scale projects they appreciate have the much longer time horizon. They're also working on behalf of the Chinese government ultimately, like there's a China Inc. aspect to this, so therefore they're happy to have the project run for 30 or 40 years and even make losses in the early years because it's for the greater good of China. There's a higher purpose for what they invest in and what they produce. Whereas for Western companies it's more about short-term profits and sort of satisfying shareholders in the near term. China's about satisfying their greater population, so they're happy to take that long-term view. Well, I think it shows that the industry is very healthy. I think, and a lot of it is driven by the US dollar and commodity prices, etc. So there was a real rush to market about 5 or 6 years ago, and a lot of assets were bought on the stream that probably weren't quite ready, and there just needed to be that, I suppose, 3 to 5 year period where the market reset itself in terms of the demand-supply equation to allow a lot of these projects to go forward in an economical manner. So because that hiccup occurred, it's required a lot of restructure. But all it demonstrates is that the assets are still highly valuable, they are needed long term. It just required a bit of resetting around and patience around global commodity prices, allowing the US economy to recover, which allows the US dollar to recover. So for countries like Australia where all of our inputs are in Aussie dollars but the export of the product is in US dollars, having a really strong US dollar makes our mining businesses here highly profitable.